Hello guys. Okay, so some of you expressed interest in how I set up the final IK rig. So here I am to explain to you how to set up the final IK rig. So here we have our fella, and as you can see, if we turn this on, I've configured him so he collides with the ground. He runs around, he jumps, he does all the good stuff that he's supposed to do. But I don't know if you've noticed yet, but that's not Maggie. So let's make him Maggie. So first things first, we have Maggie with rig. Let me move the thing out of the way. So we have Maggie's model. The first problem is that the animation type here is generic under the rig, so we need to just say humanoid. And now it will take all the transforms that Jenny made and turn them into game object bones when this thing is dragged into the scene. So hit apply and do the thing there. So now it has a proper humanoid rig. So and just to demonstrate that, I'll bring it in, and as you can see, now I have a bunch of stuff. So the next step is obviously to get rid of this guy, because, I mean, look at him. He's not a farmer. So let's remove him, and we're going to replace him with Maggie. And then we're just going to unpack the prefab, because that might mess stuff up. I don't know why she just has one eyelash separate. That's a question for Jenny to answer. So now we have her, but now we need to hook her up. As you can see, nothing is hooked up here. So we need to put in the root node, which is going to be the hips. And then here we need a different avatar. We need Maggie. There she is. And then now we need to plug in everything into here. Unless I've missed something. I don't think I did. Oh, okay. We're on track. So let's just, hey, come here. Oh, there we go. And easy as that, folks. So as you can see, it's found all the bones and plugged them into the slots, which is pretty fantastic. And so the way this works is it has a couple sort of super generic humanoid animations that it uses. And then it takes those and then generates animations based on the terrain using inverse kinematics, which is a fancy way of saying using math to put things where they're supposed to be in relation to other things. So this technically should work, but if we run here, it should eventually go. There she is. So it works, but as you can see, there's a bit of a problem in that she's got a very bad case of wonk leg. So, to fix this, we need to first know what the problem is. Thankfully, Final IK has this really nice feature where if it detects possible problems with the rig, it gives you these handy little arrows, and when you click them, would you look at that? The bend direction of this limb appears to be inverted. Please rotate this bone so that the limb is bent in its natural bending direction. So, easy enough, right? So I don't exactly know what causes this problem. I think the Mixamo, when it generates the rig, it just adds a lot of extraneous information because it tries to, like, pose based off of this geometry. But it's an easy fix. So let's go knee hunting, shall we? So first of all, let's fix the left one. So it's going to be this bone here, as you can see. So we're going to come in here. We're going to reset the rotation. Now, the problem with this, just doing that, is if we go up to here, as you can see, now there's an even worse one. The limb is completely stretched out. Please rotate this bone slightly in its bending direction. See, that's how it determines which way the knee should go, is how it's rotated initially, which is why we're getting wonk leg. So, now that we're here, we're just going to rotate the X slightly, 0.001. I don't know, 0.1, there we go. Bam. And then, that's this way, right? No, it needs to be negative. Negative 0.1. There we go. That should do it. Now, let's go find her right leg. And we're going to reset the rotations again and do negative 0.1. Because now, as you can see, that way. So now, her knees should be bent in the correct position, and if we go up here, as you can see, knees forward. Bam. So, now we go into here, and drop her down. Now, the legs behave much better. She can run around and jump. She can even wall run, but that's a feature I'm not going to fully implement. So, there you have it. That's how I import basically a model, make an IK rig out of it. These animations are pre-made. It's just then basically generating like values off of those. So we could make our own custom ones if we want to, but I mean these are pretty good. I just need to tweak the hands slightly and then add. Basically, the way this works is you can layer IK components on top of each other. So I could add extra components to make her hands do separate things, regardless of what the rest of her body is doing, and then it would sort of, add that on top, and so she could be swinging her hands while walking around, which is going to be super useful when it comes to items. So yeah, there you have it. That's. Oh, there she goes. She has a bit of an ambient animation there. It's pretty hilarious. So. Alright, I will see you guys on Monday, assuming Larry is not still sick. Bye!